Welcome to the second strategy call. I call it social media domination. I know it's very masculine, ladies, but you'll see why shortly. And the purpose of today's call is how do we position your VA in a way to get you more attention and more leads online? Who would like more attention and leads online? Would you guys like that? I think everybody wants that. Jeff's like, double yes, right? Of course. Today's honestly my favorite session because it's something that I've spent maybe tens of thousands of hours on understanding how to use organic marketing, attraction marketing, omnipresence with the power of virtual assistants. And what I'm going to share with you today, even though I'm not here to tell you what to do, I believe you're all going to learn a lot around strategy to get the most out of your VA, and also just really, Alicia, just really how much these guys can do for you. By the way, Alicia, Vincent, Faye, I'm going to keep you on at the end of this call and have a personal chat with you guys. Okay. So Alicia and Matt and Faye and Vincent, Alicia and Matt are our first ever Surge Growth Accelerator clients, investing in our greatest offer we have. We're setting up their mastermind, the funnel, the go level, doing ads, social media manager, getting all the plans and everything. We're set all up right now. So very exciting. So congrats again on that. So stay on afterwards. We'll have a personal chat to get you guys set up. Okay. Vincent and Faye, thank you for looking after Matt and Alicia as well. So again, the purpose of today is how do we get more attention and leads through social media? Here is my personal challenge. I could do a 3, 4, maybe even a 5-day course on this. We have 40 minutes. So I'm going to do my best to squeeze in as much value as possible. That's as relevant to as many of you as possible that I can. 4 main components. How do we optimize social media? How do we grow social media? How do we nurture people? And then how do we turn them into leads? And that's through attraction marketing and omnipresence, those 2 things. Okay. One of the greatest things your VA can do for you is taking care of your socials. Who agrees that we don't, as the business owner, Jeff, have enough time to be posting all day, every day, having DMs, growing on LinkedIn, then on Instagram, and then editing, and then all that? It's just not possible. It's one of the greatest things these guys can do for you, and it's one of the things they're most highly trained in. Okay. Again, I do have slides for today. I'm going to share my slides shortly. Normie will send you the slides. Angels, please record this and send the recording to your clients so they have that as well. Another thing is, this is, by the way, this is the brand new social media session. Oh, we've never done this one. Is this our first time, Normie? This is the brand new extended version we've never done. We just upgraded these. And then we have the 3rd session next week, the new growth, the new income producing activities session and appointment setting. And the 4th session that no one's done yet is the AI and CRM one, the automation one. Okay. Who here would like to be able to spend less time on social media and posting and editing content, but generate more leads? Would you guys like that? Yeah, again, I cannot tell you how highly trained the VAs are in doing this. And when you position them in the right way, how much they can do. Truth is, this session is going to be a little overwhelming because there's so many moving parts, isn't there? There's so many moving parts to social media, it can be really overwhelming. Great news is that, David, your VA can do 90% of what I'm going to share with you today. 90% of what I'm going to share with you today can be done completely by your VA. Okay. Jamie and Tonya, thank you for joining us as well. I think it's going to be great training and insight to understanding what the VAs can do and what they specialize in as well. So thanks again for joining. Noemi is also here today. She doesn't normally join recording, and this is training because this is the first time we've ever rolled out this new improved session. There's CJ, fashionably late as always. My brother, how you doing? Good to see you again. Yes. Out on an adventure. Nice. Tuning in from the US, which is awesome. So I'm going to share my screen and dive in. Okay. As I do, a couple of quick things. Number 1, I have my chat box open. Any questions, please type them in the chat. Happy to answer them. If it's more of an in-depth question, happy to bring you off mute and answer it as well if it's more in-depth. I have it open and I'll answer them in real time as you ask them. If you want, take notes. I encourage you to take notes. You don't need to take notes because you got slides and everything, but it does enhance learning. The other great thing, this is a really great opportunity, especially this session, guys, to Jeff with your VA that's on this call. When I share something, it's a great opportunity to go, oh, let's implement that, or let's do that today, or let's do that next week. So it's a great opportunity for you to take a look at what you guys are not yet doing that you want to implement. One last thing, guys, I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. Um, Maybe Alicia a little bit, just a little bit. But I'm not here to tell you guys what to do. We've been doing this for 15 years, been doing it for a long time. This stuff today, I believe we're the best in the world at. I don't know anyone else in the world that builds Facebook groups to 100,000 members, builds them to near seven-figure a year groups organically, no ads. What we do with Facebook groups is huge. I'm going to share that with you today. So I'm going to share with you what we personally do, Dave. You take what resonates with you and you can apply it the way you see fit. If it doesn't, get rid of it. If it does, use it. It's up to you. I just want to shine a light very clearly what the VAs can do for you. And Alicia, again, between this call, which is perfect timing actually for us and for you, and the personalized section at the end, you'll have complete clarity and know what you're doing by the end of this call as well. Yeah. Okay, so let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen and we'll begin. Noemi, if you can just let me know once you can see my slide, you'll see on the screen in red. It's so masculine, it's funny. Social media domination. Okay. Now the slides aren't great. I created the slides. It's not my thing, but the content on the slides is what's the good stuff, right? So again, welcome to the Surge Social Media Strategy Call. Purpose of this, very simple. Gain more attention, generate more leads with your Surge VA Angel. And they're very, very good at it as well. Everything I'm sharing with you in today's session on these slides, the VAs are already trained in. And if you like, you can go deeper down the rabbit hole with the full trainings, masterclasses and everything within the portal. And I'll resort back to that shortly if you want to. A couple of things before we dive in. We have 5 main platforms: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. I know I actually talk faster in these strategy calls than many things. 2 reasons. One, I do freaking love them. And 2, I want to squeeze in as much value as possible. By talking a little bit faster, I kind of get a bit more in. I often joke and just say, listen a bit faster. So thank you for allowing me to do that. I just mentioned to Jamie and Tonya, I just went to the gym and had 3 skips of pre-workout. You've got me at the back end of that as well. So before we dive in, our primary focus today is going to be on Facebook because it is the largest platform, but we will touch on the other 4. 4 quick things I think it's really important for everybody to know that not a lot of people do. Okay. Number 1, every social media platform has different community standards or rules around logins, who can log in or whatever. Facebook's the most important because not a lot of people know this, and I was the victim of this. If Facebook's AI discover somebody from a different country and IP address is logging into your personal Facebook account, they'll delete your account, no warning, no notice. It's happened to me, it's happened to people we know. Okay. There's a workaround, and you might have already done that. We used to give you the opportunity to choose, and you can take the risk. The onus is on you. But I remember it was like November the year before last, Nomi, we had like 12 clients lose accounts and get restricted in like 1 week. We actually don't allow VAs, and angels need to know this. Nomi, you need to know this for VAs. Surge VA angels are not allowed to log into clients' personal Facebook accounts, because I'm telling you, it will create all kinds of issues at some point, and you might even lose your. I lost a 13-year-old account, everything. Luckily, I got it back because we knew someone at head office. Then someone hacked it and stole it anyway, right? So there is a workaround for those that want to know the workaround. I'll share it on the next screen. The basic workaround is the VAs, so Vincent and Faye, as an example, have 3 Facebook accounts, and they use those to communicate, interact, and book appointments. And we'll come back to that. You'll have all the pieces of the puzzle shortly. LinkedIn. LinkedIn won't delete your account. However, if 2 people are logged in simultaneously, different IP addresses, does trigger a red flag. They can restrict your account. Got to prove your identity. It takes a few weeks, and it's just freaking annoying. Simple, easy workaround still seems to be fine. If you're, so I have a LinkedIn manager, Helena. When your VA logs into your LinkedIn, the VA just lets you know, hey, I'm logging in, and you log out. So just make sure you're not logged in at the same time. Seems to be fine at the stage. Okay, it seems to be not a problem. TikTok seemed to like it. There is a side note, and again, Noemi, there's some good lessons in here because there's some new stuff in here that's good for you to know for all the VAs. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram all seem to be fine. Instagram is Meta. It's starting to create a little bit of resistance. Meta have announced it will change. But the Instagram AI and the Facebook AI are different AIs, even though they're Meta. So that's why it's slightly different. We will keep you up to date. I'm very, very caught up and up to date with what's happening around social media. It's one of my big focal points, understanding that, because I don't want to lose my stuff, which I keep losing. I just had one account suspended and it came back and got to suspend it again. So let me be the reverse role model, so you can learn from my mistakes. Two side notes there. Number one, this is very important, Noemi, and all VAs. Never ever use your phone to log into anything of your clients. Never. I don't know why, but socials just do not like it. It creates all kinds of issues. Always be on a PC or laptop with the same IP address, okay? And always have a VPN. Always have a VPN. So just confirming all VAs when you clock into Jibble to track your hours, you're also turning a VPN on and using PC or computer. Is that correct, all angels? Just give me a thumbs up. If not, talk to Noemi. Noemi should be helping you with that in the onboarding. Okay. The other thing is, I'm going to suggest, do you guys know what two-step security is? All socials, where possible, have two-step security. Have email and phone. So there's a backup. If you don't, it's easy to get hacked and lose. Anything to do monetary, even though it's not part of this, PayPal, Stripe, anything like that, use two-step SMS. So it has to go through your phone. Okay. Now, certain platforms, including certain crypto platforms, have three-step security now, which is pretty cool. Um, but at the end of the day, people want your stuff, they're going to get it. So that's my suggestion. As a business owners, we don't need a VPN. I've traveled to 50 countries exactly the last decade. I've never used a VPN. So I'm using my IP address that I normally use personally, so it's not a problem. It's just for the VAs. By the way, on when I do these slides, I'll answer any questions if you have. You can ask them in as well. Does it make any difference if we have our own private VPN? CJ, again, as a business owner, you shouldn't need a VPN. I've never used a VPN personally, because if I'm using the same IP address and I travel, doesn't seem to be an issue. When in doubt, just get one. If you travel, just get yourself a VPN. Can you help with Instagram? We sure can, brother. We can help with all of those. We're going to touch on that. For the life of me, can't recover password to get Jerry online. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll see what we can do there. Yeah, and thank you for allowing me to answer questions throughout as well. These two things are something very cool. One's more cool than the other. One's a little less known, but they're really important. To get the most out of social media, okay, here's the thing. You'll notice for me, I'm not a viral guy. If you go to, like, my Facebooks are dead right now. I just been using my backup account as my primary account, which I hadn't used at all. I was just building friend list on there. And then I had my primary account suspended twice, and I'm pretty sure I'm shadow banned. However, we have 37 social media accounts, and I've got a big team, and we get across the board with omnipresence. And we sign clients pretty much daily or every day. And in fact, it's going to speed up now. We have Jamie and Tonya. How do we do that? Is because my personal focus is not on virality or views or likes, it's on getting clients. We are very good using social media to create content to get clients. That's our focus. Quick question. Alicia, would you rather have a video get 100,000 views, 200,000 views, or sign up 5 high ticket clients? Which would you rather? Probably 5 high ticket clients. Is that Matt? Hey, brother. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, good to see you, brother. I'm sure most of you will agree. Okay. So there's two things important to understand. Number one, the algorithm. People are always talking about the algorithm. The algorithm is essentially AI right now. It's a different beast altogether. There's actually thousands of algorithms, and there's a lot more going on than just the algorithm, another training. Okay. Now, the thing with the algorithm is this is a really good lesson for everybody, VAs included. The algorithm is the micro part of a social media platform, meaning the small part. It's post per post. Okay. And it does trigger that, like, if I have a viral post, then the next post, obviously it warms up and heats up, stimulates, if you will, the algorithm. Everyone's always trying to hack the algorithm. There are basic hacks, don't share, don't use marketing material, don't put links in posts, don't use other platforms, 100%. And there's trainings in that. But you can work your butt off and spend hours a day trying to hack the algorithm and get nowhere. I wouldn't waste too much time on it. The key to building a big social media client getting machine is to understand the second point that no one ever talks about, and I don't know why, which is understanding the macro part of all social media platforms. Facebook is a Google. Facebook is a search engine. If you know how to optimize your profile, if you know how to optimize your group, optimize your LinkedIn to boost in search engine, you'll get so much more results, attention, leads, and clients than anything you can do on an individual micro level with the algorithm, especially organic and especially on Facebook and LinkedIn. Okay. So that's what we've gotten very good at, and that's what we're going to touch on. Any questions around logins, VPN, algorithm, search engine? Is that useful, by the way? Does that help? Cool. Yep. Nice. Okay. No questions. That's very rare. Okay, awesome. So let's dive in. So there's five main platforms. There's a lot of people that will tell you TikTok's better or YouTube's better. When they say that, what are they really saying? This is my experience. From my experience, Instagram works better. Whenever I look at anything, I like to look at it objectively. Meaning, if we were to say, if I was to ask you objectively, what's the largest platform in the world right now? Which has the most users? We all know it's Facebook. Which platform in the world has the largest exchange of currency or money for services? Facebook, not YouTube or TikTok. Okay, for services in particular. Yeah. And which platform is the easiest to build without having to worry about our algorithms? Facebook group. I can prove it, and I'll do that today. Which platform can you have complete control over that is going to build every day if you simply grow it? Again, Facebook, and I'm going to show you how now. Here's the other reason why I like Facebook, not just because it's the biggest platform in the world, okay, and it's the fastest to grow organically without having to worry about going viral. It is the only platform you can create a full funnel system. About 8 or 9 years ago, I mastered something very cool, Jamie. We took paid advertising campaigns and turned it into an organic system. Okay, what do I mean? If you've ever done ads before, have you heard of top, middle, and bottom of funnel? Yeah, have you guys heard that term? If you haven't, it doesn't really matter what that means. When you do paid ads on Facebook, we have a top of the funnel ad, which is an icebreaker for cold market because we want to build the top of the funnel. The only way you build that is to bring new people in. So we have an icebreaker top of the funnel ad. We have a second advert, which is called the middle of the funnel, a retargeting ad where we add some value and nurture them. We have a bottom of the funnel ad, which is for hot people, where we have a call to action, we get them in for an appointment, we sell them something and so forth. I was the first person in the world almost a decade ago to take that model and turn it into an organic funnel. And we've created the ultimate Facebook funnel. In fact, we built my last Facebook group to 120,000 members in 3 years over COVID and made 2.5 million cash receive sales in 3 years. And we build every group every time successfully. And we show VAs and teach you guys how to sign clients every day in a Facebook group. And it's just one strategy. Okay. And the awesome thing about the system is it works 100% of the time, every time, if you are consistent with it. The other great thing is the VA can do 90%, if not 95% of the work. I'm going to share the Facebook funnel system with you. Then we'll touch on the other platforms briefly. Okay. So I'm going to share the system with you. And then my suggestion is let me finish this slide. And then once I've gone through the whole slide, ask questions. Because I find with this slide, people that ask questions mid-slide, I'm literally about to answer it. So let me go through the funnel system. And then we'll go from there. So this first step, if you look at Facebook as a platform, and we're talking about organic, and we have a VA, what's the fastest way to get attention and leads? The fastest way. If we want to bring in new people, okay, you might say, well, I want to build my friend list. You can only have 5,000 friends. You can only send 25 to 50 friend requests a day. It's about 25 a day. That's the limit, okay? Without getting banned or Facebook prison. You get restricted, but you won't go to prison. So that's a bit slow. The greatest way to get attention leads on Facebook and the fastest is with a public community Facebook group. And it's something we have mastered and we are the best independent company in the world at doing. My last group was bigger than ClickFunnels group at its peak, just to give you an idea. It was bigger than GoHello's group at its peak. And it's an independent. It's not a part of a larger organization, right? And so the first step is we want to create a public group and then we want to optimize it. And I just want to share with you what that looks like. By the way, who here has a Facebook group or wants your VA helping you build your Facebook group? Who here wants that? Would you guys like that? Yeah, all right, cool. Just get an understanding. Cool. By the way, business owners, can you just do me a quick favor and remind me what's your core offer? Just post your core offer, one-on-one business coaching, group life coaching. Post your core offer, if it, crypto network marketing. Post your core offer in the numbers. So, the question that people ask successful people all the time, if you lost everything, what would you do to start over? Here's my answer, and it's been the same for a few years. If I lost everything today, Tonya, everything, my list, everything, very first thing I'll do is create a Facebook public community group and hire a VA to help me grow it, nurture it, and turn it into clients. Very first thing I do. Okay. So I built my last group to 120,000 members. Somebody hacked my account, stole it. So I start all over again, and this is what I did, exactly what I'm sharing with you now. I'm literally sharing what we personally do. So the public community group, what's really important about it is we want to bring quantity into the top of the funnel. Don't worry about quality, quantity first. You can have no quality without quantity. Who agrees quality is more important? Quality is 100% quality relationships, quality. But what comes first? Yeah. What's the preferred source of fuel for the body? Does anyone know? It's fats. Yeah. But what does the body use first? Sugars. It's a bit more deeper than that if you understand nutrition. The brain uses sugar first, but it prefers ketones as a source of fuel, as another example. Okay. So the first step is the number one challenge of a smaller or new business is obscurity. People don't know who you are, what you do. So how do we get your attention? What quantity? So we want to top of the funnel, bring as many of our avatars, many of our niche or niche for you Americans into the top of the funnel. Okay. So the public community group needs to have a sense of neutrality and equality, meaning it's not linked to a brand, person, or business. So for example, okay, our business coaching program was for coaches, consultants, and agency owners. We have a startup program to build to 20,000, and we have a scaling program to scale to 100K. Tony and Jamie something down the track to look at. It's going to be fun when we do that. Okay. So guess what? I launched a group called it the Online Coaches and Agency Owners Group. Community for everyone to network, share ideas, post, right? And so with this Facebook group, we optimized it with keywords, a certain welcome. We pinned a welcome to the top. If you have a look at our welcome, what we do is we want to drive traffic into this and then turn them into our email and phone list to build our 3 lists. And then we can nurture people in here and build a community in here. Okay. I encourage you to check out like my welcome sections and everything in here. Okay. Now, again, with this group, you notice it's been optimized for search engine. This is highly boosted on search engine. If we look at the growth of this, it's been a little bit slower the last few weeks because we haven't been focusing on it as much. I think we still get about 200, 250 people joining a week. Let's have a look. New members in the last 7 days. Oh, it's down 174. We normally get a lot more though. But who would be happy with 174 new members in the group every week? Have a look at last 28 days. Yeah, so we normally get about 1,000. You can see that's down. We directed our focus elsewhere. Just so you know, we don't wing it. We do this every time with every group. You can see that had 44,000 members in 2 years. You may or may not be aware. We're about to launch the Surge Sales Academy where you can hire closers from us. You can hire a Tonya or a Jamie from us. Well, not Tonya and Jamie personally, but like Tonya and Jamie, right? Imagine if you could hire a trained salesperson from us to close your deals, to sell in events and sell on your calls. So in January, I created a Facebook group to start building a community and database of salespeople. So guess what I created? A community group for salespeople called Salespeople Sales Team Closers. This group has 9,300 members in it. We only started this in January. We have a look at the growth of this. The Facebook group, I think at about 200, 250. Again, we haven't been focusing on it. See, last 7 days, 200, we want members. Yeah, it's a little bit lower as well, again, down. We normally get about 200, 250 each per week. But again, you can see the growth is consistent there. If we have a look at the last 28 days, again, that's been down. Our focus hasn't been the groups the last few weeks. That will change again next week. Okay. We do this every week. You can look at any of our public groups. We do it every time and it works every time. Okay. But who would like 100 or 200 members every week consistently joining your group with help of VA? Would you guys like that? That fits your avatar. We want quantity within the Facebook group and then we nurture them. So the first step, once we set up and optimize the group, is we need to grow the group. So on the team meeting with your VA, beginning of every day of their shift, we do it together. This is boring. It's archaic, but it works every time. You do it for 3 to 6 months, you're going to have a thriving group. The key with a public community group, and it needs to be public, is that when it hits 2,000 or 3,000 members, what happens, David, is the search engine kicks in. It starts getting 5 a day, 10 a day, 20, 30 a day, organic growth, whether you invite people or not, and it just grows. And that's what you're looking for to boost it in the search engine. How do we get it to that point in the meantime? Your VA has 3 profiles, okay? Faye has 3 profiles, okay? And I suggest business owners have 2 profiles. Here's why. I suggest all business owners have a primary Facebook and a backup Facebook in case something happens to the primary. You never know when Meta's going to do something and get rid of your account. You just don't know. It's happened to me a few times. Happens to a lot of people, and it's happening more often. And we don't know why, and it just happens, and there's not much we can do about it. I'd suggest having a backup account as well. So essentially, you've got 5 accounts. Okay, you can send 25 friend requests a day on the meeting. It's 150 friend requests. I want to cultivate my friends. I don't accept friend requests unless they're prospects or clients or people I actually know personally, because people that are sending you friend requests are trying to prospect you. So we send a friend request to business coaches, life coaches, healers, therapists, fitness coaches, agency owners, the fit avatar. Okay. And then we invite them into the group. You can send 49 invites to the group each profile a day, which means you can send 200 plus invites to the group every day. Boring, monotonous, archaic, literally takes 5 minutes a day. Do it together in your meeting. What's going to happen after 3 to 6 months of doing that? Your group's going to take off every time, 100%, literally for 5 or 10 minutes a day. Okay. Now, some of you might be thinking, what about the quality and all that? 100%. Within the group, you nurture them, you pre-qualify them, you do content and so forth. And we actually do have a private group that we funnel those people into once they're qualified. Okay, so you can have a private group, you can have a VIP group, which you do have. When you watch, by the way, I've got a full training, a 1 hour system on this in the portal where I go through this in depth. In fact, we have a full 3 hour masterclass on it there, step by step how to set it up. So if you want your VA too, they can. Again, boring, monotonous, archaic, Jamie, but it works every time without fail. I've never seen it fail. Ever. It just works every time. Alicia, this is a great way for you. You've got 2 VAs right now, 6 accounts. You and Matt, 4 more accounts, 10 accounts building every day. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if you did that 5 minutes each every day on a quick meeting, as an example. Boring, monotonous, archaic. I do it on the meetings with people because I'm not going to do it because it's boring. I don't want to do it. But how else are you going to get your friend requests max and get the group cranking? Yeah. Okay. So now we've got to nurture the group and start to pre-qualify them because as Alicia has found out, people are going to start spamming the group and stuff like that. That's why you have the VA moderator and so forth. So within the group, we do 2 main things. We have micro marketing and macro marketing. Micro marketing is the daily content. Okay. The daily content. I recommend 3 pieces of content each day minimum. 1 morning, 1 lunch, 1 evening. These pieces of content, the purpose of them are to be able to get clients. So to get clients, we need to be able to give the VAs more people to speak to book them in for an appointment, so we can get leads from them. So that means they need to have a CTA, a call to action, a hook, a body, a call to action. You can use AI now. We're training the VAs to do this for you soon. For the last 15 years, I would have said a VA can't do this for you. But they're learning how to use ChatGPT to do it for you now. We're going to teach some Claude down the track, which is even better for copy, which is pretty cool as well. So here's my suggestion: 1 question a day, 1 short form reel a day, 1 written blog post a day. Okay, each with a call to action. If you have a smaller business and you're just getting started, you want to create momentum, throw in a daily live or at least a couple a week. Facebook love lives more than anything. Then they love stories second. Facebook loves lives the most, stories are second, reels are third. We're talking about Facebook in particular. Okay. It will create community and you can actually use the lives because the long form video, you can connect, add value. Short form captures attention, still see your face, branded. The questions get a lot of engagement. That's why everybody spams all the groups with the questions with color background, because that's what gets the most responses, but they're also the lower quality. This diversity and contrast over time will nurture them, build relationships, and help you pre-qualify them as well. Now, you might be thinking, I don't have time to do all that. Come on. There's only 3 things you need to do. Send 25 friend requests, invite 49 to the group, a 60-second video, a 3 or 4 paragraph blog post, a question which you could do writing sitting on the dunny. If you're not in Australia, you might not know what a dunny is. The toilet, right? And then if you want to go live, up to 10-minute live, keep it under. How long does that really take? It doesn't take long. What takes content time is either the editing, which your VA can do, or sitting down going, man, what am I going to talk about? Which is why in the portal, there's a 30-day planner. And we get the business coaching clients to do this, Tonya and Jamie, where we show you how to map out 30 days of content in under 10 minutes, and the VA can help you with that. This whole system, the entire system, including the daily meeting with your VA, for them to get you attention and leads and appointments, 45 minutes a day, If you're slow, maximum an hour. If I said to you for an hour a day, we can get you 10 sales calls per week, would you say it's worth it? I think most people would say it's worth it. Yeah. How do we turn these people into appointments? I'm glad you asked. That's obviously the next week's session, amongst other things. So now what the VAs can do is they can work their magic and create omnipresence. Take those pieces of content and put them on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn newsletter, and send out the email for today. So for example, if I do a 10-minute Facebook Live, that gets sent to my team, broken down into reels, it gets edited. If it's quality, uploaded to my podcast, gets emailed to my list, goes out to my mastermind, it goes on TikTok, gets broken down to reels, it goes everywhere, right? Omnipresence. This omnipresent system right now is the greatest thing you can all do. In saying that, though, it can be scattergun if you're not doing it in the right way. So here's my suggestion. If your VA is doing 10 hours a week, just focus on Facebook. If your VA is doing 20 hours per week, focus on Facebook and one secondary account. If you're B2B or work with business owners, Facebook and LinkedIn, super hot. If you're fitness, maybe Facebook and Instagram, super hot for fitness as an example. Once your VA is full-time, all 5 platforms, off they go. Okay. And then you can expand your team if you want to. I have a social media team. I have a LinkedIn person. I have a social person just for our search accounts on all the platforms. I have 2 Facebook setters. I have somebody doing carousels, somebody doing social proof. What have we got? 7 people on the social media team, I think, Nomi. Yeah. This is a great system. Doesn't take you a lot of time. There's a lot of moving parts. Actually, it doesn't take the VA a lot of time either. To speed things up, what you can do until you get momentum in your Facebook group, have the VA join 10 community groups that have your avatar at least 20,000 members. Post your content in there, extrapolate, get them into the group. Okay. We also want to, in order for this system to really work, you want to have an event at least every month. So those people, you're doing content daily, but then you can drive everyone with the help of your VA into a monthly event and you can pitch on that event. You can generate leads from that event, book them all in for a follow-up and a sales call as well. Okay. And then tomorrow, what the VAs will do, and this is the cool part, the VAs will have conversations with all those people, use our appointment setting scripts, aim to book them in for an appointment. Okay. Now, that's an overwhelming slide, and it's a recipe. It takes a bit to absorb it all. But again, it's easy to remember a recipe or follow it. And if you just look at what you've got to do as a business owner, you send friend requests to your profile, invite to the group, and do the 3 or 4 pieces of content. That's all you need to do for the whole system. Okay. So for me personally, I'm not checking SMS. I haven't answered my phone in 5 years, Alicia. I don't answer my phone. Right? I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on TikTok. I don't read emails. I don't do anything like that. I'm on Facebook or Zoom because I have a lot to do. Not true. I'm in my mastermind at the moment cultivating that because I want to move my focus from Facebook to the mastermind. I'm hoping that I can kind of remove myself in the next few years from Facebook, to be honest. So, does that help everyone? Is that useful? Anyone have any questions on that? No questions? Is that helpful? Is that useful? Jamie and Tonya, is probably good for you guys to know as well because we teach this in the business. We actually set this up as one of the first, once we launch someone's business, is one of the first things we do. This is one of the best ways you can start a business. It's free. It works every time. You have complete control over it essentially. And the VAs help with it all. It's a really good system. Nice and easy.
Can
No
I
questions? Yes, Alicia.
Sorry, Jason. So when we get to post in 10 community groups, is that the VAs and us and the business owners would do that? And then the VAs and business owners would also post in the coaches groups as well?
As the business owner, I want to do as little as possible, right?
Yeah.
With stuff that I don't have to do. So this is a great question. I'm glad you brought this up because a lot of us have been conditioned to be employees, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we're not thinking like entrepreneurs. Every little thing I do, I ask myself, do I need to do this? Can I have someone else do it or can I have AI do it? Do I need to do this? There's certain things in my business right now that I need to do that no one else can because they're not trained, right? As the COO. And I invite all of you to do that. Do I need to do this or can my VA do this? And again, this is why I suggest to all of you, and I'm not saying this to make more money or because you hire VAs for us. The best thing you can do is get all your VAs full-time as soon as you can justify it financially.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do. In our business coaching program, Jamie and Tonya, we aim to get all business owners to 3 VAs as quickly as possible. Full-time appointment setter, full-time social media manager, and then a client success manager. Okay, so a Noemi, someone just doing social media and someone just booking appointment. You do that, you'll crush it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what I said, and I've been saying that since before our VA agency. If you read my books from 8, 9, 10 years ago, I was saying that back then. Look how fast we're building our team. We've just brought on a full-time, another video editor, five or six setters, two closers, growth consultants, two business coaches. The problem is that a lot of you are building a team too slow because of your own limiting beliefs in your own mind or scarcity around money. But yeah, don't put financial pressure on yourself. Put the onus on Clifford, bro. You bring in a client, we'll increase your hours. That whole system we talked about last time. But yeah, so like I don't cook, clean, drive. I don't have a driver's license. I don't have a driver's license. I don't like driving. I believe a boss gets driven around, right? That's my I've created a business and life where I don't have to do things that I don't like, don't enjoy, or aren't my genius zone or my strengths. Which is why I have Tonya and Jamie and Neumann, all these amazing people in the business, legit amazing people. So that would be my suggestion. Okay. Any other questions, guys, on that? Does that help everyone? David and Julia and everyone? Yes. Just really quickly, because what have we got for time? Not much, maybe 10 more minutes, okay? So now I want to touch on LinkedIn. Yes, great, awesome. It's good stuff. It's so simple. And the reason why I love that, Tonya and Jamie, is because no matter who we are or where we're at, even if we're starting with nothing, we've just started a new Facebook account. We have complete control over it and it works every time. So it's just a great place to start. And remember, it's only one strategy, guys. Okay. I want to touch on LinkedIn because I personally think LinkedIn is super freaking hot. I love LinkedIn, especially for working with business owners. If you're in crypto, if you're in network marketing, if you're in corporate, if you're working with business owners, business coaching agency, if you're in any of those spaces, LinkedIn is super hot if you know how to set up as a funnel. So what your VA can do for you, you don't have to do anything on any other platform. My suggestion, Alicia, when we set this up, you'll be on Facebook, you'll have Instagram, but you won't be on there. You'll have TikTok, but you won't be on there. You'll have YouTube, you won't be on there. You'll have email, you won't be checking them. You'll have WhatsApp, probably, you won't be in there. I don't want to be on all those things. So the VA can completely set up and run the LinkedIn funnel. We basically model the Facebook funnel into LinkedIn. Okay. So we have a LinkedIn account. Okay. The VA runs it for us. It's our account. Side note, very important. Clifford, if you're using CJ's LinkedIn, honesty is one of our top values. Never pretend to be the client. So be, hey, it's Clifford here, CJ's personal assistant. Side note, bonus. Have you guys all noticed that all of my team introduce themselves as my personal assistant, not virtual assistant? Do you know why that is? Seems like everyone's a VA or a coach these days, right? The term personal assistant just has a bit more credibility and weight, I find, and it's just better received, especially on LinkedIn when the CEOs and corporate and business people, right? Suggestion, little nuance, it just makes a huge difference. Okay. So the VA will optimize your LinkedIn profile, create a LinkedIn group, exact same as a Facebook group, build those. Take your 3 or 4 posts from Facebook, put them on there. Okay. Join 10 LinkedIn community groups, post them in there. Interact with those people. The LinkedIn events are awesome because when you do a Facebook event, not many people click attending on Facebook anymore. Because remember when you used to invite people, Alicia, to a Facebook event, it'd say Alicia invited you to the crypto gang event. Now it just says Alicia invited to an event. So there's no hook in the notification. Sucks, but events used to be awesome. You used to be able to invite everyone in one go too. That was really cool. On LinkedIn, a lot of people click attending but don't register. I love that because our goal is to give the VAs as many people as possible to have a reason to speak to them. So we're not doing cold DMs and spam and cold calling and using attraction marketing. So LinkedIn event, you can invite 1,000 people a week. Love that. Here is the 3 hottest things of LinkedIn. Number one, well, number one is the event. Number two is a newsletter. Oh my goodness. The newsletter is the greatest thing on LinkedIn. It's super hot. My last account, I had 24,000 connections. We set up a newsletter, 4,000 joined it. Every time I sent out a newsletter, they got a notification and an email. Super hot, great strategy, great way to get appointments, great way to get leads, and great way to get event registrations. Final hot thing about LinkedIn, pay the 80 bucks or whatever it is per month when you can justify it. Have Sales Navigator. Sales Navigator is the premium account. It allows our team to send up to between 400 and 800 DMs a day. It organizes the leads within a pipeline within LinkedIn, which is super cool. Okay. Part of where GoHoliver got their idea from, that and ManyChat as well. And it just makes their life much easier. it increases credibility as well. When set up properly, LinkedIn is super hot, guys. It's more qualitative than Facebook. You get a higher quantity from Facebook, but even if you only get one or two appointments a week, they're very, very high caliber. I'm a huge fan of LinkedIn. Yeah. Any questions on LinkedIn? You guys are very quiet. I normally get lots of questions in these. You're good? Is it? Yeah, it's all good. Either I'm doing a good job or you just don't feel like, yeah, okay, cool. Lastly, I want to talk about TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Complete transparency. If you were to ask me about Facebook, I tell you we're the best in the world. We're the best in the world organically, at building Facebook groups organically. LinkedIn we're good at. There's a lot of people better than us, or a lot of people that are good. TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, are not exploding yet. We're about to do ads, get the organic stuff, we've got affiliate marketing, we've got all kinds of things happening. However, we are actively building them. We are getting leads from them, and we are getting attention from them. Here's the thing about TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Instagram, the primary focus of Instagram is personal branding. It's a great platform to establish credibility and authority in your niche from a personal branding perspective. Think photos of yourself, reels, short form, stories. Instagram love reels, number one, super hot. Second, stories. And then when you take the blog post, because what the VAs can do is they can take your content, except for your long form, and put the reel, put the blog post, put the question, put it on Instagram. Make sure you're using, like, remember Alicia and Matt, I asked you to send Vincent through some personal photos for the blogs. What a lot of people do is they launch a webinar, they go, here's my banner, join my webinar, and then they post it every day. It's very spammy. Socials don't like that. You got to find a way to add value, help people within, and then use personal branding posts. So that's my suggestion there. Um, I think it's 85. Your VA can send 80 requests a day. We find about 10% follow back. Archaic, boring, but it's a good place to start. And I recommend 3 or 4 posts in there. Again, on a side note, stories are super hot. 6 stories a day on Facebook, 3 or 4 a day on Instagram and on the other platforms. Stories, when done properly, don't just share stories and they look crappy. Stories, when done properly, will probably get you more leads and appointments than any other post except for Facebook Lives. And one thing I didn't touch on, do you know what the best way to get leads and appointments from one post is? A Facebook poll. You do a Facebook poll in the right way, you get 30, 40, 50 votes. That's 30, 40, 50 leads from one post your VA can book in for appointments. We did one yesterday. I'll follow up today. Every time I do a poll, we get clients. We get clients from every poll. Super hot. Okay. TikTok and YouTube are video libraries. People go there, number one, to be entertained. Number two, to be educated. Entertainment first. Okay. So the key to TikTok and YouTube is edutainment. Videos, moving pictures, short form, long form. Have everything edited when you can justify it financially. Um, and I would apply these once your VA is full time. If your VA is not full time, just focus on 2 platforms, Facebook and LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram as an example. But the cool thing is every Facebook Live you do, every short form, every video you could do can go on TikTok and YouTube. Start building your TikTok and YouTube now. So in 6 months or 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, when you take off and become an overnight success, you've got all this massive library of content. Okay. Alicia, Matt, this is something good for you guys. Imagine you guys just did one video a day for 5 minutes. What have you got on YouTube in a year? 365 videos. The value of that. And imagine the same with your mastermind. So everybody, I believe everyone start building a content library. That would be my suggestion. So TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram completely done by your VA. You shouldn't even have to look at them except for auditing your team. Any questions on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram? 2 slides left and we're done. I need to get on to LinkedIn. I don't use it at all. Yep. How are we going for time? Good. 2 more slides and we're done. I know I've taken a lot of your time. Is this been useful, guys? Is this helpful? Yeah. Or Alicia, you're nodding. That's good. As long as Alicia's happy, that's good. Hopefully Matt's happy too. So this is a new part of this training. I just want to really shine a light on what your VA can do because everything I've gone through, I did pre-frame it, is overwhelming. That's why you hired a VA to do the 20, 30, 40, 50 things that would be on the to-do list each day that you don't have to do, that someone else can do for you. That's what the VAs are experts at. ticking off 30, 40, 50 items. I don't know, Noemi, I don't, man, I push and challenge Noemi and Kathleen and Min hard. And the better they do, the harder they push them because they're getting better. So it's part of the process, Noemi, right? I just don't know, Noemi, how you do everything I ask of you. I don't know how you do it. I challenge and stretch you to do more, and then you get it done. Like, how does this even happen? Right? I don't know. I literally don't know. So here is what your VA can do. Okay, let's go a little bit further. Number one, to save you time. Who would like to be able to spend as little time as possible on all this? To save you time, your VA can, through ChatGPT, create everything for you. The blogs, the questions, the scripts and ideas for the reels, the carousels, the stories and everything. Now, in a few weeks, I'm doing a webinar. Actually, the webinar is straight after our strategy call in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, on Friday, we have the last AI strategy call. Straight after that call from you guys on this, we go into the webinar where I share with you how to do that. We're teaching our VAs how to be able to take care of all your content within ChatGPT for you. So you just will already have it there to do and map it out. So they can do that for you. Number two is they can edit and repurpose everything. So we have an amazing team of video editors, same price of VAs. You can hire a video editor for at least 10 hours per week, or you can buy a package. When you can justify it, I recommend as soon as you can have all of your content professionally edited. Your videos, short form and long form. Even when I do a Facebook Live, it gets sent to the team, they edit it, and it goes everywhere. Edited now, right? You'll see I'm doing that at the moment. I've just hired Jan. Editing and repurpose. Number three, omnipresence. Get your stuff everywhere. Everywhere. Now, some people might look at that and go, well, there's no strategy in that because different platforms require different 100%. Alex Hormozy admitted that he strategizes based on each platform. He tests on Twitter and then goes everywhere else. Some people test on TikTok and then go everywhere else because they're more forgiving. That costs 20 to 30,000 a month to do that. No one here is in the position to do that. For now, this is a great start. And number four, this is what the purpose of the next call is actually follow people up. Have conversations with people, build real relationships, get them to the next event, get them into your mastermind, get them booked in for a call. It's a really great system when done properly, and the VAs are highly trained in it. Lastly, some additional ways to automate your social media additional to your VA. Okay. Number one is Go High Level. If you haven't heard of Go High Level, I believe it's the greatest all-in-one CRM in the world. If you want to be able to streamline everything in your business, okay, you need a central hub with everything and anything. Go High Level is an all-in-one CRM platform we're about to set up for you, Alicia and Matt, that has everything. Emails, SMS and phone, a social media pipeline. It has workflows and tags. You can put your courses in there. You can set up your funnels in there, create websites in there. You can put communities in there. There's AI that you can integrate. There's a voice AI automatic system. There's a closed bot DM automatic system, and so much more. Your calendar, everything integrates and automates into one place. We've even certified the VAs in how to use Go High Level. If you want to go the next level, you want Go High Level. Okay, number one. Any questions on this, let me know. Number two, when you get further down the track, ManyChat. ManyChat is the best way to automate Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok. Okay, so what happens is if on your Facebook fan page, if on your TikTok, if on your Instagram, you say, I've got this webinar coming up, comment webinar, you can set up an automatic sequence that plugs them into the sequence, books them in for the webinar, books them in for a strategy, or it might be. Our new Search Institute one is being done right now. Jamie, Noemi, Tonya, it'll be ready on Friday. You guys can have a play. We've got this whole infrastructure set up with it. It's going to be really cool. ManyChat's super cool, very affordable. And you actually build a list that you can DM as well. I did touch on this already, but video editors, when you can justify that financially. And number four is ChatGPT. Again, everything I'm sharing with you is what we do. And you might not be ready for some of these things. I'm painting a picture so when you are ready, you know how to keep evolving and create more autonomy. Because we don't just help you through strategy and business coaching. We don't just help you with outsourcing and implementation with virtual team. We also help you with automation and scaling through all these mechanisms and complete systems. Okay. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's the social media domination session. We're a little bit over time, but we're still in under an hour. Was that useful for everybody? Yeah. Was that helpful? What was everyone's biggest takeaway, by the way? What's the one thing today that you're like, yeah, the Facebook funnel? Or what's the one thing you're going to implement with your VA? Myla has been amazing making content. Yeah, she's awesome. Yep. Tonya, you need your own VA? Well, there's a few things that we haven't spoken about. You guys will be gifted a VA when you get to a certain point. We'll come back to that. But yes, you do need a VA. More focus on LinkedIn. I need to get on LinkedIn. Here's the great thing, guys. If you want to focus on LinkedIn, go into the portal. There's full trainings. Want to set up the Facebook funnel? Go into the portal. There's full trainings. If you want any help or assistance with GoHellover, with ManyChat, with video editors, with ChatGPT, reach out to me. Happy to answer any questions you have. Book you in for a call and see how we can help you set it all up. Our team can set that up for you when you're ready. Don't put financial pressure on yourself. Work with a VA, bring in some clients, get some growth, and expand accordingly. Think of the long term. We want to work with you for a long time to come. The next session seems to be normally the business owner's favorite, okay, which is the appointment setting and income producing activity or the revenue producing activity session. And we're going to talk about DM setting, phone setting, email setting, two-step funnels, and much, much more. We're also going to talk about how to position the VA in a way to make you money. I love this saying. If your VA is not making you enough money, you've either got the wrong VA, you haven't trained them properly. Your VA should make you money. And if they do, I want to pay Clifford, would you like to make a lot more money? Yeah, I would love to help you. I want you all to make a lot of money. Okay, so we work together on growth producing activities. So the next session is how do we have the VA help us with actual growing the business and actually getting clients and customers? Need to do appointment setting session? Yeah, yeah, 100%. So that's next week. I'm just going to double check, make sure everybody is in for next week. Let's take a look at my calendar. I'm just going to go, let's put this one here. Let's open it up quickly. Just double check the calendar. Everybody's in. Noemi, can we just make sure that Alicia and Matt are in the upcoming sessions? I think I've put them in, but I have not put the email in. If you can do that. So next week we have the today, Wednesday. That just kicked in. So next Thursday, the 2nd, we have CJ 6:30 p.m. next Wednesday, Julia 9 a.m. next Thursday, Jeff 9:30. That's not right. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Jeff 9:30 a.m. next Thursday, David 9:30 a.m. next Thursday, Alicia and Matt 9:30 a.m. next Thursday. Is everyone still good for that? Have I missed anyone? Everyone's all good? Alicia, is that useful? Does that help, by the way, with Faye especially? Yeah. Jamie and Tonya, does that help with a bit of clarity on how deep we go and how highly trained the VAs are? The VAs are trained in all that as well, by the way. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Nobi, get a bit out of that as well. First time seeing that. David, Julia, Jeff, was that useful? Yes. Well, I've taken more than enough of everyone's time. Okay. Again, if you're not connected with Jamie and Tonya, highly encourage you to reach out to these guys. High caliber. We're blessed to have them. You're going to be seeing them a lot more around over the upcoming weeks and months moving forward. If you have calls with them, you're going to be blown away, not just by the caliber, but also they're just beautiful people. They actually care and they want to see you win. They've gone through immense training and they've given a lot of time and energy into our mission and what we're doing. So thank you to both of you. I know David and Julia, you have calls. Angels, Vincent, Clifford, Myla, Jerry, Hannah Banana. Thank you so much for your service and going the extra mile. Remember to make suggestions. Us business owners want suggestions, don't we? We want you guys to make suggestions. Oh, let's do this, or we're not doing that. Okay. Keep enjoying the ChatGPT training. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for your service. Business owners, thank you so much. Noemi, you can send me the replay. Jamie, Tonya, see you guys soon. I keep Alicia, Vincent, and Faye on. We're going to have a personal chat. Noemi, can you let the social media crew know I'll be 10 minutes? Everyone, salamat po, paalam ingat. Thank you so much.